Hey, BookTube. No idea how the sound on this is going to be. I did it last week and it was fine. So I'm recording on my phone. We've had iPad problems because it's ancient. Cabernet. And also because, here, let me get up a little closer. Maybe that'll help the sound. And also because my little boy uses it. He's still very little. Going to be 12. My daughter had her sweet 16th birthday this weekend, and friends over and all that. That was fun. And my son's graduating this year, so yeah, a lot going on here at the cottage. Beautiful day. Unbelievable. I tell everybody, since last April when I went to Maine, and you've seen the videos, I'm sure, and those of you new maybe not, but been flooding all summer. I have a lot of that on my Instagram too. Just seems like it rains or is cloudy every day here in Vermont. And today it's cold, snow everywhere, but that's what it's supposed to be like this time of year. And bright, crisp blue, beautiful skies. Just a day that just you can't beat. And hopefully the ski resorts here are doing well because you just can't beat the weather. It's wonderful. So anyway, so I gave a little intro. Hopefully I'll be able to, well, my wife splices these videos together, not me. And there was a reason for it. So I'm thinking about redoing this little and I got a portable heater, which I hope isn't too loud in the background, but you saw it in the intro. It's not effective. And I'm thinking about doing something new with this little book room. Every room in my house is loaded with books. But I'm thinking about doing something more efficient. These two rooms are on either side of a pillared porch that's on the front of our house. We have a 200-year-old cottage. It's a very odd layout. The stagecoach used to stop here at the house, and this room and the room my wife uses for an office on the other side of the porch were waiting areas for the stagecoach. You'd sit in here. There were probably benches back then. And when the stagecoach came up, you'd go out and you get on board. Obviously, the rooms are awkward. A lot of rooms in this house are awkward. And I've struggled to use them in a way that would work for me. There is electricity in each room, and there is no heat. The floors sit over probably 6 foot, a little more, because I'm 6'1", high, open space that has trellis around it so you can't see it. And we store things down there for the garden and stuff. But the cold comes up underneath. So I was thinking about insulating underneath, redoing shelving in here. I have obviously tons of books out here. But I like my display stuff, my steins, my smoked cigars and a pipe. I'd love to sit out here. I can't do that in the house. Like to have room for both the books and the displays and to use it year round. So I'm sitting down talking with my wife the other day, and we're thinking about putting a heating system in that is gas or propane, I guess, and run a line to her office and to my little hideaway here. That'll take up space, not a lot. And then insulating underneath the floors. We're not quite sure how we're going to do that, but there's several options. So I like to get so I can use it year round. In the summer, I mean, I've got the porch to sit outside, and but in here in the winter would be nice. I do have a window that opens here and all that, so I'd like to organize the books a little better, make the shelves fit the space. They're random ad hoc, as you can tell. Look how broken it up is around me. Was that English? How broken up it is around me. with these shelves. And it's like that everywhere. So it's not a very efficient use of space. So that may be part of our summer projects. So I'm also have a lot of painting to do. My wife and daughter are going to do a lot of gardening. And I have to work on my wood shop out on the other side of the house in the barn. I've got some projects there. So it'll be a busy year. But it's just something about how bright and sunny and encouraging a day it was that makes you do all these plans, right? It was, and I'd like the books to be housed a little better. Mostly it's maritime, nonfiction, science fiction for part of this. Behind me, a ton, two bookcases of maritime fiction with some stuff like Bernard Cornwell, all that. Some graphic type stuff like DC Marvel type stuff, a lot of Conan graphic stuff, lots of Edgar Rice Burroughs, and some Tolkien and sci-fi and fantasy and Star Trek, and a bunch of like my old thrillers from Britain. I love Hammond Innes, Alistair MacLean, all that stuff. So anyhow, I'm trying to figure out a way to do this more efficiently. Like I say, it's really ad hoc. And I will keep you apprised throughout the year of the construction, because we'll do most of it ourselves. I'm not going to run the gas lines and the propane lines. That would be bad. But, yeah, I mean, it's fun thinking. I mean, Deb, my wife, was planting the garden and organizing the seeds and where we're going to put stuff and all that. And I thought, well, I do the same thing. I do the same thing with my little book room and little hideaway here. So I thought I'd apprise you all. And if anybody has ideas or things I might want to think about or might even want to include, I don't want just books. I've got lots of stuff back in my military days. I've got sports stuff. I've got, all that sort of thing too. So I'd like to have some room to display some things too, not just bookshelves, but I love the bookshelves. And I'll build them myself, and hopefully I'll show you videos of when I do it. So on that note, I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all have beautiful weather. Of course, that's not the way the world works, but thank you, BookTube.